Welcome back. So this is one of two prom looks that I will be filming for you guys. This is the more simple look of the two. The other one that I'll be filming is a lot darker and more dramatic and just like va va voom in your face. But even though this one is simple, I did want to add a pop of color on the lower lash. Like I've mentioned before, I love wearing colored eyeliner on my bottom lash line, especially purples and blues, because I think they're the most complementary to my poopy brown eye color. Literally whatever you want. You don't even have to do a color on the lower lash line. You can even just take the colors that you used in the crease, pop those on the lower lash line, smoke them out, and then you're good to go. Of course, this doesn't have to be a specific prom look. You can totally wear this whenever you want. Date night, girls night, random Tuesday afternoon. It's totally up to you. Everyone going to prom, please have so much fun and please be safe and responsible. Proms were absolutely horrible, so hopefully yours are better. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys! So first things first, we're going to go in with that Nars Pro Prime Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base as usual. Going to pat that all over my lid. Of course, following that Nars primer, we're going to go in with MAC Pro Longwear in NW20 and just pat that all over our lid as well. Of course, I'm going to go over with my beauty blender just to make sure that there is no unnecessary or extra product. We have an even base. I'm going to go in with Makeup Forever's HD Translucent Powder and just set my lids with that. This is just going to help our shadows go on much easier and prevent them from moving around throughout the night, especially if you're an oily monster like myself. I'm going to take some Scotch tape and place it on the back of my hand like this, and I'm just going to line it up from the very corner of my eye to my eyebrow. Right here is our main focus, so it doesn't really matter how long it is. And because we are working with glitters, this will also help with the fallout as well. The very first color that we're going to be going in with is Makeup Geek's Peach Smoothie and just a Sigma tapered blend. I'm just going to put this all from outer corner all the way into my inner corner. Doesn't matter if it gets onto your lid because we're going to go over that area with shadow anyways. Now that I have Peach Smoothie on evenly, I'm going to go in with another Makeup Geek shadow, and this one is called Crème Brulee, and I'm just going to put that a little bit more precisely into the crease with a Sigma E25 blending brush. So I'm going to start this one on the outer corner, starting on the lid, and then bringing it up to the crease. And this one I'm mainly focusing it on the outer corner, going about halfway into my crease. Love using tape because you can be as messy as possible and it helps with your fallout. That's why I always do my eyes first, regardless of how easy or dramatic the eye look is. I like doing my eyes first just so I don't get fallout all over my foundation. Okay, so back in with that blending brush and just going to smooth all of that out. I'm going to go in with another Makeup Geek shadow. I clearly love Makeup Geek. And this one is called Shimma Shimma, and I'm just going to pop this all over my lid using a Sigma eye shading, the E55. I'm going to mainly focus that in the inner corner and on the center of the lid. I'm going to go in with Too Faced Shadow Insurance Glitter Glue. I'm very carefully placing this all over my lid with my finger, just because I feel like a brush doesn't really do the job as well. And because my eyes are a little bit hooded, I'd like to let it dry as best as possible before I move on to the other eye, just so I don't get this glitter all into my crease. Okay, and I'm going to try and keep my eyes down low as best as possible, just so, like I said, I don't get it everywhere. Focusing the majority of that glitter on the inner corner and on the center of the lid. I'm just gonna let my eyelids dry. Very, very gently remove the tape. I'm just going to use a makeup removing wipe to remove all that excess glitter from my fingers, because the last thing I want is chunks of glitter all over my face. I'm going with the Morphe Gel Liner in Slate and a Sigma small angled E65 brush. Okay, don't get me wrong, I love using glitter. I hate how it gets everywhere. Like, it just scratched my cheek thinking that all of the glitter from my hands was off. It wasn't. Now I have glitter all over my face. So annoying. You can do winged liner with this look. I have just been on a no liner kick lately, and I just prefer doing a band to help blend out the lashes. But you do decide to do winged outliner, I would also suggest going over it maybe once or twice just to make sure that it's as black as possible. So I'm gonna go over it one more time. Okay, I think that's as good as it's going to get with this glitter. I'm going to make sure I get a good coat of mascara. Good chance that there is glitter all over our lashes, and we want to make sure everything blends seamlessly. This is the Maybelline Colossal Volume Express, the one that I use all the time in waterproof. There's no clumps in your lashes when you are preparing them for falsies, because you don't want that clump to mess up your false lashes. And today I'm going to be using the Blinking Beaute lashes in design number 6 with my House of Lashes lash adhesive, of course, because the only one I'm not allergic to. I'm just going to pop these guys on. To use tweezers to apply my lashes because I feel like I have more control. I can apply them without tweezers, but it does make it a lot easier with some type of tool. And once they're on, I just like to give them a little push with either my finger or my tweezers, or sometimes both, and let them dry. So now that my falsies are on, I'm going to let them dry and then move on to the rest of my face. One thing that I will recommend though is that if you are wearing false lashes, I would suggest taking your glue with you. I always have a backup glue in my bag. You never know what could happen when you might need a little touch up, and that's my favorite thing about this House of Lashes glue, is that it's a wand. So if just my outer corner lifts, I can just pop a little bit, pop the lash back on, just continue on. So, alright, so let's move on to the face. Please excuse the redness of my face. I put a mask on last night and clearly my face is reacting to it. I'm going to go in with the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. This one is my favorite primer because I have larger pores all up in this area. Smashbox has my favorite primers just because they have a primer for pretty much everyone. They have a green one if you have red skin, which I normally use also, but I actually ran out of that one. They have the pore minimizing one for people with larger pores. They just have the regular photo finish one. They have a purple one, which I think is like an equalizer, the blue one for acne. It's just, they have really, really good primers. So if you're looking for a primer, check out Smashbox. I always recommend them. Once I have my primer on, I'm just going to pat it in and then let it sit for a few seconds. Okay, now that I feel like my primer has settled, I'm gonna go in with the Smashbox Studio Skin 15 Hour Wear Foundation in the shade 2.2 because I am personally so oily. I wear long wearing foundations like this on a more regular basis. I feel like especially for prom night, you're gonna wanna wear a foundation that has no SPF in it, is long wearing, whether you're oily or not. You don't have to worry as much about your foundation or anything moving. I'm gonna take a damp beauty blender and apply that all over my face. Good drugstore foundation that is also, on me at least, and I am very, very oily, that is long wearing, is the Revlon Color Stay. the regular Color Stay and the Color Stay Lift, because I'm pretty sure neither one of those have an SPF in them. If you're balling on a budget and you need something that's a little bit cheaper, well actually a whole lot cheaper, I would suggest that one. Because I think that one's a really good drugstore alternative. Because the Smashbox one is fairly expensive, but you do get what you pay for. It is a very, very good foundation. Don't forget to blend. And if your hair is going to be up for prom, please go over your ears also, because a lot of the times when your hair is down, your ears are a different color. So I always make sure that I get my ears also. While I let my foundation set, I'm going to go in with my brows. Things first is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Fix. And right on top of that, I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in dark brown and chocolate. Brown for the outer half of the brow and chocolate for the inner corner of the brow. So now that my brows are on, we're gonna go ahead and finish the rest of the face. I'm gonna go in with MAC's Prep and Prime highlighter in Light Blue. This looks like a lot of product, but it is very sheer, I promise. I'm going to take it into the inner corner to lighten that. Center of the brows. I'm going to blend all of that out with my Beauty blender. I like to push it all the way back into my hairline. I like to take the concealer or the highlighter, whatever I'm using, and take it right into the corner of my eye so there are no gaps. Because my eyes water so much, I tend to get a little bit red in this outer corner area. I like to try and cover it as best as possible. To set that under eye highlight, I'm going to be mixing Anastasia's Beverly Hills Banana Powder and MAC's Emphasize with a Sigma tapered highlight E35. I'm going to pat that underneath my eyes. I'm going to go in with Makeup Forever's matte bronzer in the shade 20. I'm going to be using that on a Sigma small contour, the F05. Tops of the temples, and the jawline, of course. Gotta conceal that double chin, girl. Okay, and then I'm gonna go in and buff out that contour with a Morphe, the MB5 I think it's called. I don't know, my lettering has worn off. Because it is such a special event, I'm going to go back in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills powder in Banana and a MAC Emphasize. I'm gonna take that same tapered highlight brush and just go right underneath the contour. Using the Kat Von D blush in Bellissima, just because I feel like it is a perfect neutral blush and I feel like it goes with everything. Of course, go back in with a giant stippling brush and blend that out. So let's go back and finish the eyes and then we will finish the rest of the face. So for our lower lash line, I'm going to be going in with the MODSTER Ardency in eyeliner. And I think this is the violet shade. So I'm just going to run this as close as possible to my lower lash line. And you don't have to be super, super neat with this because we are going to blend it out. And don't feel like you have to go in with this purple color. You can go in with whatever color you would like because the eyes are, yes, they are glittery, but they are still very neutral. You can pretty much do whatever color you would like. Purple is just my favorite color. I just love the way the purple complements this look specifically. But you can do whatever color you want. If you want, you can even match the color of your dress to your lower lash line, which I think would look super pretty. To smoke that out, I'm going to be going in with Makeup Geek's Wisteria. I'm just going to smudge that bad boy out. You can make this as dramatic as you would like if you want to smoke it out a ton or if you want to smoke it out a little bit. It is totally, totally up to you. Me, I'm going to smoke it out a pretty decent amount because I love a very smoked out lower lash line. And there you have it. Lashes are completely dry and the glue is dry. I'm just going to pinch my natural lashes with the falsie just to make sure that everything is nice and blended. For waterline, I'm going to be going with the Smashbox Always Sharp line in the shade Bare. Of course, you can do black, but for this specific look, I feel that the nude really opens up the eye, and especially if you're going to be taking pictures, you want your eyes to be as open as possible. I'm just going to hit my lower lashes with the MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash. For the brow bone highlight, I'm going to go in with Makeup Geek's Ice Queen. And I'm going to be very careful with this color because it is crazy pigmented and I don't want a super, super highlighted brow bone. And I'm using Sigma Medium Angled Shading E70. Also going to pop a little bit of that into the inner corners just to brighten us up a little bit. And then back with that blending brush. Because we have such a harsh line over here, I'm just going to focus a little bit more on blending that out so it isn't as harsh. And really quickly I'm going to set my brows with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Gel in Clear. I'm going to go in with highlight, and I'm going to be using the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Moonstone and the Sephora Pro Fan Brush. Okay, last thing we have is lippy. Applied chapstick onto my lips, and because it is prom, we are going to be using long wearing lipsticks, and yes, they are the Anastasia ones, and I'm sorry, I will try to use different lip products in my future videos, but just feel that for prom, you're going to be dancing and you're going to be taking pictures and blah blah blah, and the last thing that you want to be worrying about is if your lipstick is still on. So I feel like long wearing lipsticks are just perfect for prom, and they don't have to be the Anastasia ones. There are so many different companies out there that have long wearing lipsticks. You can wear whatever you want. So that's my little rant right there. Line my lips really quickly with MAC's lip liner in Boldly Bare, and of course fill it in. I'm actually going to be mixing two of her lipstick. For the base, I'm going to be going in with Milkshake, over it with Lovely. And then just mix the two together with my finger. And the final step is to set our face, and this is the Kat Von D Lock and Load Makeup Setting Mix. A little shake and whew. And this is my favorite makeup setting spray. What are you doing here? Oh no, I have glue on my tweezers. Ah! Oh. I love when there's no ice in my iced coffee anymore.
Oh, honey, about 10 seconds away from an eyebrow malfunction. Whoo-wee! They're looking mighty intense. Right, meow.
P.S. man, is here. Chloe's gonna start barking. And the Cupid's bow. So, ooh, a
Stunning!
Please forgive me. Chiquita, chiquita. My poor little. Wow, if that's not the most depressing thing of life. Hashtag when your eyeliner breaks.
Yep, girl, problem.
Oh, no. Stop. Oh, how I love when I gash one of my eyeshadows with my fingernail.
Punk.
Am I taking a nap? What? I missed it. Or are you gonna be there? What? What? What's my husband, Adam Levine? Woo! My GMs.
The hip-hop rapping girls time.
Girls, you are being in my world.
Sorry, young group from Houston.
Oh, done.